comes one kid from Texas with nothing but a wheel and a dream and lots of W. They told me not to send it, so I sent it even harder. Catch the chaos live, every race, every single lap. I'm here to push it to the limit. Join the ride.
Hello, it is race day once again. We are back underway for TexSEF iRacing League. I'm your host, Wesley Shaw, and sitting right next to me once again, a return and frequent flyer for the TexSEF is Zadrian Mack. How you doing, Zay?
I'm doing great. Beautiful day to be alive, for sure.
It is a nice, very beautiful, bright, sunny day here in Texas, and it's also a nice and bright, sunny day in Britain, apparently. We're already in the lobby. We already have everything up. We don't even really need to look at the schedule right now because, well, it's the last race. There's no more after this one. This is the last of the season.
It is. Been a great season so far. Glad to be back for the last one. I feel honored.
Yeah, the last time you were here, it was your birthday. So that was some very big stuff to see go on at, I believe it was Lanier that you were here for the stock car racing.
Yep.
So you saw a bunch of good racing there, and now you're getting to see a different kind of racing. You're getting to see the GT3s here at Summit Point. So we're going to go ahead and load up into the race lobby, and we're going to get you an onboard of the qualifying. So go ahead and get us a live lap here. So we'll get you on board, get you going underway here. On board with the Ridgepoint car, Mr. Dillon. See on the bottom of your screen, there is some new information. On Monday, you saw that Ridgepoint did win the Monday regular series, so that was very big news. And that constituted a big change. So on the bottom right of your screen, Texas Undisputed April 29th to May 1st at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. So that's some more big news to go on. But here for Ridgepoint, it is another really big run here. Making another change. On Monday, you saw him in the Aston Martin. Today you see him in another car. You see him with the BMW. So more big changes across the scope of Ridgepoint. Zay, how do you feel? Did you see the race on Monday at all?
I did not get a chance to. You told me a little bit about it earlier. Very excited for Texas. So, as you mentioned, gonna be looking forward to a great race today. And as soon as I'm done here, I'll go catch up on the one on Monday.
Absolutely. I hope you do, because there's a lot of good racing to go on there. So hopefully you do get a chance to go back and watch that previous race. You also can check it out on stream here at the TexSEF Twitch. TexSEF on Twitch is another really big answer for us here, where we will be streaming the TexSEF Undisputed later this month, or not this month, next month, April 29th through May 1st. You see that on the bottom right of your screen. So it'll be live here on Twitch, as well as TexSEF or Texas Scholastic Esports Federation on YouTube as well. So check that out in April, and we'll see you here back later on. But right now we're fixing to get underway. Ridgepoint takes home the pole lap here, so he's going to get a couple of points for landing the pole here. Following soon behind in second place is Matt from Lubbock. Third place leading with Hebron. Marco finally making his return. He was gone for a couple of weeks. He had some other priorities to go handle through. School is first. Racing is second. This is the Texas Scholastic Esports League. Considering that Scholastic is first before the esport part, you want to take care of your school duties before your esport duties. So always make sure to take care of those. Leading after that, fourth place is Science Academy, Mr. Axel. Axel won the race on Monday, but took home second place in the Monday series. So we're going to see just what happens for who goes fourth. We'll see what happens in the next 35 minutes going on here. Last but definitely not least, the return in the McLaren, the monster from Lubbock, Ken, in that signature green McLaren. You've seen it all season long. You saw it earlier this race. You saw it earlier this season. First race, fourth race, and Now it's back. So now we're underway. Silverado putting it in gear, letting these drivers know to get up and go. We're fixing to come down the last couple of turns here before getting underway. That is Axel there in the grass, channeling his inner lawnmower there right on the start. That's Richmond warming up his tires with the Mustang right on his outside, letting him know that I'm going to be here all race, and so will we, and so will you there in the crowd, in the audience.
Yes, we will see the racers getting their little jitters out, getting, like you said, warming up their car, warming up their tires, getting ready, following this lead car here. It's a long race. Stay tuned. So far, it's looking like it's going to be definitely a good one. Last race of the season, y'all want to finish it off strong. So do the racers. So stay tuned and get excited. This is going to be
So pace car just giving us one last good little look here of what the track looks like before the race, before all the battling, before this war that ensues, that goes on here in the GT3 series. Mustang and BMW is what to look for today. Hebron running that BMW also. Instead of seeing two Porsches and an Aston Martin, we're seeing two BMWs and one Porsche. So still on the German side, but kind of trading around that German manufacturer, trading around in the Volkswagen mother company, both, as well as several other brands besides itself. So really the big outliers here is that Mustang and that McLaren. McLaren being the British. This is at home for the McLaren. This is where it's born and raised. This is where it's supposed to race. The Mustang kind of out of its element here. Not really used to the British rolling hills here in the UK. It's used to the nice sandy dunes of the Segas, the flatlands of Virginia, and the nice running track courses. So just what happens and what unfolds. Coming underway, I believe we're just one corner before getting just barely coming up in the last quarter. You see the bridge there, really famous. There's a lot of people that would sit up on top of that bridge and video and take a look at these races. That's pace car in, just making it underway. Mustang taking a little bit of a lead here. BMW laying back here. Mustang gonna have to hold it back up a little bit, get back underway here. There we go. BMW is now jumping the start. Porsche jumps to the outside. Race is underway. Green flag has dropped. We're underway here for the last 35 minutes of Summit Point here in the TexSEF iRacing.
See, Bridgepoint Dylan, we're getting an early lead. Definitely looks like all these racers are using their comfort cars, using some cars that we've seen before in the news. And I mean, like I said, it's the last race of the season. They want to go strong. Bridgepoint starting strong. As soon as it's its time, goes for the jump. Just trying to hold the lead. We've seen before. The last time I watched Bridgepoint was doing great. Really made good progress, and just was able to hold the lead. We'll see again if they're able to do that. As we see this Porsche coming up on them, Science Academy just trying to keep a little bit of distance, but definitely want to keep up. This Bridgepoint is very good at their fundamentals, very good at hitting these corners without spinning out, and he's going to be trying to do that all game, all race.
Sure he is. He's going to look for a lot of the big moves here. Richmond still taking second now to I believe that is actually from Science Academy. So Science Academy really putting their foot back down. They were big contenders here on Monday. These two were kind of battling it out early on in the race before Science Academy really took it away. So it's really up to Science Academy to pull out a second win here this week for the Friday series and see if he can jump up and take a win away from Dylan. Dylan right now is the championship contender. He is the winner right now. He is pole. Right now, if the race were to end, he would take the championship for Monday and Friday in the regular season. Really upsetting to see for Science Academy. Science Academy's been a big front all season long. They've been sitting here punching above their belt, trying to get that championship here. They've been here the longest compared to the other drivers besides Hebron. Hebron being here from the beginning. One of my old adversaries here back when I raced here. So seeing Science Academy go from back in early first couple of seasons to seeing it now running for the lead, trying to get that championship, trying to take home the belt for the regular season. It's very big news for Science Academy. Big money moves to come from Science Academy. That Dragon trying to outrun the Wildcat, chasing him down, looking for a move, trying to get to the inside, maybe think of a last-second lunge, but just too far. Just tucks back in, trying to turn down that time. We've got 32.5 minutes left, so he's got to be smart. There is one required pit stop, Zay. So you got to be really smart about when and where you're going to pit, what position you're in, and where you're going to come out at. Because right now, if we were to end the race, as it stands right now, that is Ridgepoint leads, Science Academy second, Lubbock in third, and Hebron fourth, and Lubbock rounding it off in the fifth spot. So Lubbock still standing to take home the most points in the constructors.
Yep.
Really. So it's really up for driver contention this week.
It's looking like this front two-runner lead. They're just gonna have to play neck and neck here. Want to build up those points. Want to get that time in. As you said, they have the required stop, and I guess this all comes down to what we're looking at.
This. Axel taking an early pit stop here, trying to get his. I'm hoping a scheduled pit stop out this early. Really strange to see that come out. To see him dive in this early. We're only second lap in. Not sure if it's scheduled or if it's damaged. We're not sure. But as of right now, that is Marco taking in third, just past Matt from Lubbock. So that's the BMW. Both BMWs now in the top three. Marco now moving into the second spot because of Axel diving into the pit there. Not sure what went on, but that is the Mustang from Lubbock going to take home, slide himself into the third position here. Going to have to chase down that blue BMW if he wants to get back into his starting spot in second. He's going to have to be really aggressive here about where and when he's going to pit as well. Really, it's still an open race. I believe Axel is the only one to pit.
Oh, we see the Mustang coming in, taking second.
That he did. Mustang did get him. Hebron slowing down. Maybe just let him pass to get his aggression out. Not sure he's taking this corner really slow. Maybe it's a hardware issue. Because really, Hebron's been a big puncher here all season long. They're the contending champion. They're the returning champion. He won the 2025 season, took home the belt for Hebron High School. So unsure as to why, what's going on in that car, that blue BMW. Don't know if it's a hardware issue or if it's a software issue. We'll see what it's like after the race and what happens. But right now, that is Lubbock taking into the second position, trying to chase down on that Ridgepoint car here that has the lead. He and now one lap down, unfortunately, to see. But right now, still holding strong in a McLaren, still on his home journey here, kind of just running around.
Correct. We see them all kind of trailing at their own speed. As you've seen, Hebron taking his speed, taking his time, just really trying to hit those corners nice, slow, and steady. I don't know, like you said, if it was to let him get out his aggression, but we've seen Lubbock take the second place in the Mustang. As we see Science Academy coming back up on Hebron. Hebron won't let him take it though. You see Hebron playing a little bit more aggressive, driving a little bit more aggressive, trying to block out Science Academy. Science Academy making the inside, trying to take it wide for this corner, does get the third place back after his stop. As they come up on this next corner, it's looking like, oh, Hebron's able to take back third place from Science Academy, but is not going to be able to hold it for long. Science Academy taking in that little corner, a little bit too wide, having to slow down, but is able to push his Porsche faster. Gets back that third place, is now looking to hold it, maybe catch up to second. As we see Hebron or Ridgepoint very far ahead, holding his distance, playing like he normally does, wanting to build that first initial distance and just hold it.
That is right. Really trying to get back into the race here. Took an early pit stop. I don't know
Very
if it was
early.
scheduled or if it was damaged. But either way, he's got his lot of pressure. He's back underway. 28 minutes left on the clock here for the closing race here in TexSEF iRacing League. So the BMW is going to have to get back aggressive, looking for an inside move here, trying to get onto him. Porsche not going to let it go by, not going to let it happen quite as easily. BMW does not get by. Porsche blocks it off right through these nice curving S's. Porsche going to look to be a little bit more defensive coming up to the next corner. BMW still getting a little bit further now. Got to look for a big braking zone here. Gets right on his tail. Porsche locks it just a bit. BMW looking for an inside move coming through through the chicane, or not the chicane, the kink here. Nice 180 right here before coming into this sharp sweeping left. BMW looking for a, makes a little bit of a peak. Not just too far, trying to play into the mirror of the Porsche. We're going to have to see some more aggression from the BMW if you just make that move. Porsche is off. Runs a little bit too wide out of that run, out of that corner, but BMW does take it back. Porsche looking to make another return. We're going to get a big run out of the draft coming up in this first turn. Right now, this is a very big battle to go on for third.
I'm curious to see where Rich Point's at right now. How far behind Lubbock is trailing. We want to take a look at that really quickly. We'll see how Rich Point's doing. Which one is it? This one.
That is it.
Here, you do it. We'll take a look real quick. Yeah, Rich Point holding his distance.
Ridgepoint just now entering turn one, leaving the battle for third to happen about a few seconds just ahead. So Ridgepoint now comfortably in the lead, going to have to make a pit stop here soon within the next 20 minutes if he wants to hold it. Otherwise, he will get a penalty for not pitting during the race. Looking back in the battle, that is the Porsche running off the road there through the kink. BMW is going to look back into his position here. BMW trying to get back into the aggression here. Porsche looking all over the mirrors, looking left, looking right, looking on the inside and the outside. Porsche does look, trying to make a little bit of an inside move work here, coming up into the last turn. Does he make it? BMW blocks coming through the last turn. He's going to hold on to that third position, going to run to the inside. Porsche running to the outside, trying to get up, trying to make a move here. Porsche tucks right in behind, but just makes the outside separation here, trying to get. BMW runs in. They pull a big switch. BMW trying to hold on to it. Porsche backs out, backs down, back into the fourth position here. Porsche looking for an inside move on that BMW. Porsche does get side by side, coming up to the sweeping left. BMW trying to hold on to it, trying to be defensive, trying to get all the elbows out. This is the last race, so Porsche needs to make a move here if he wants to get through on that BMW. It's going to be all aggression, all elbows, all race. This is the last race of the season, so it's all down to this. No playing reserve, no running it soft. It is all up, all elbows out, full aggression, running it all the way till end, running it till empty. That gas is going to be left out of the tank. It is going to be BMW still retaining the lead. Porsche trying to get onto the inside. Now side by side coming through the kink. BMW just nudges ahead, coming up into the sweeping right. Porsche is now ahead, gets through on the inside. BMW trying to fight for it. It is going to be up to this last corner whether he gets on through and whether Porsche is going to hold on to it. BMW just barely outbreaks him. Porsche now left behind, going to look for another move on the inside on this big fight. They are moved up into second and third. That is the Mustang now backing down into the pits. Looks like a scheduled pit stop for him, making another early pit stop in this race. That is the second pit stop. That is super early. Porsche does make that big move, overcooks it. BMW back through for second position. Porsche going to have to get back underway. BMW bends it. BMW bends it. Big shunt out of himself. Big loss of traction. Gonna have to recover out of that. No contact was made between the two. Thankfully, we're gonna get a look really fast out of that one. Gonna get a chase on board here between the two. Porsche cooks it just a little bit too much. BMW gets all the way through, gets through the turn and just too aggressive out of the turn. Looks like he got into the gas a little too early there. Not sure exactly. We'll get an onboard look here. Get a look at that of that wheel spinning. Yep, just got into the throttle a little too early, a little too aggressive. That's what it takes to get all the way through here. You're going to have to be as aggressive as you can. And at this point, it just happened. That is the leader there. That is Ridgepoint looking to make a lap on him.
On the second place, on the third place, I mean. But we do know Hebron still has to take their scheduled pit stop, the required pit stop as they come up, as Ridgepoint comes up on second place, is able to make the lap, now coming in on Science Academy for the other lap as well.
Yes, BMW gets a little bit too aggressive on that BMW, some BMW on BMW violence. The Battle of the Germans gets through on that third place now, chasing down on his fellow Germanic brother, Porsche. This is some very big moves to go early on in the race. Lapping third and second place with 22 and a half minutes to go in the race. So that's a lot of news to see here in the broadcast with lots of aggression coming out. BMW now closing in on the other BMW and the Porsche. Hebron trying to close in on the Ridgeway, maybe try and get his lap back, try and get back into the fight with that Porsche. I don't know if the BMW is going to try and back that Porsche up. I don't know if it's going to back Science Academy up to try and enforce a little bit more fighting, maybe get his other BMW brother ahead of him. Not sure if it's just going to be a battle of the BMWs, battle of the Germans. Not sure. But right now that is Kian now sitting in the pits just a little bit. Looks like some damage went on with the McLaren. We'll take a look here in a little bit. Porsche getting very aggressive out of there, trying to just get really defensive. That is the Mustang from Lubbock. That is Matt now in fourth place, holding it down. So that's more big news, more lapping going on here at Summit Point Raceway.
Yes, it's looking like Porsche is gonna want to take this aggressive angle because they know Ridge Point still has to make their scheduled pit stop. Right, it's a little something to consider. You don't want to get too far in a lap because if he gets too far in a lap, he gets the pit stop for free, no positions lost, anything. So definitely, Ridge Point's gonna try to fight for this lap on Science Academy, just to have a lead. So when they do make the pit stop, no ground is lost, and they get to go back into the race for free, holding the first place comfortably. And Science Academy just wants to defend that.
Science Academy is going to try to defend as much as he can to keep him from lapping him, because once he's lapped, that's it. You know, that's kind of the race done. Laps here are only about a minute long, about a minute 9, minute 10 seconds in length. So it's really one pit stop can bring it back or not. It just depends on how aggressive you're going to be and where. So Science Academy is going to have to get out the elbows and be as aggressive as he was with Marco, and be as aggressive as he can with Dylan as well. So he's just going to have to keep that BMW in his rear view mirror. Anytime he looks for a move, he's going to have to get the elbows out, be as defensive as he can to keep him behind, because once the lap is over, once he's lapped, he's going to have to do that much more work to get back into the fight here to win. Because right now, the Porsche, as it stands, is going to have to let him by. He should be getting those blue flags. A little bit of bumping going on between the Porsche and BMW, backing him up. Science Academy going to have to be real aggressive here on the outside. BMW does get the inside look here, coming through the kink, but he's going to have the inside coming up in the sweeping left. BMW does back out of it, looks for an inside move. Just barely avoids contact there.
Both racers looking very strong, racing very strong right now. Both have their motives. We see Porsche playing even more aggressive than he was against Hebron. Truthfully, trying to hold this, trying to even get a little bit of an inkling to take this first place during the pit stop. So we see Porsche driving very strong right now. Science Academy holding it down, with Ridge Point not being able to quite get that lap on him as they come around these corners. Racing very well, these two.
This is where the best racing's got to come out. This is the last race of the season, so it is all after this. Like I said earlier, there's no more racing after this. This is it.
This is it.
You get. Once this race is over, this is it. And the BMW is through, gets slapped through on the Porsche. The Porsche gonna have to be aggressive, try and get back into him, try and get right on past. Look to get back to him. BMW backs up, hits the brakes, big contact made between the two, just bumps into him. Big aggression here. Don't know if that's some retaliation. We'll get a look here after that, or after the race, and we'll make a call there. But right now, as it stands, BMW is gets slapped down on second place. The Science Academy here. Science Academy gonna have to look for some big moves. You're gonna have to hope that something catastrophic happens to the car on Ridge Point. We do have one fast repair, so if the car is wrecked, you will have to get it towed. You will get another chance, another run at this race to get a new car, get your spare car underway. But right now, BMW getting really aggressive, swerving around, trying to get the Porsche out of its draft. BMW looking for the outside. Porsche makes a big lunge to the inside, gets just into the bumper, but BMW still retains the lead here. Porsche looking to get back into him, trying to come up into the next lap. We are 18 minutes left, so one pit stop is all it's going to take to get back underway. He's going to have to just stay on his bumper, stay on his rear, stay as close as he can, and force a mistake. Otherwise, it's all game over for the car from Science Academy. Ridge Point, as it stands, still holding the lead. Marco not too far behind, so one mistake from him, just like this, is going to put Hebron back into the fight. for the second place. So now it goes, the move shifts from Science Academy getting his lap back to now defending from Hebron, and maybe a mix of both. Hebron can have to tuck in and maybe try and help him get ahead if they both want to lap back. It's up to this if they can get the team across the field. That would be great to get his lap back, get back underway. We're not sure what's going to happen, but right now, big camera mess up. That's not my fault. But Mark is going to get back in this way. Axel now onto the bumper. The plan has shifted once again, back underway, trying to get that lap back. Looking for an inside move there, makes a shift out.
It's looking like a close three-way fight. Hebron is not out of the fight whatsoever. All it takes for one mess up from Ridgepoint for Hebron to be back in the fight in contention with Science Academy. We've already seen it. Hebron's trying to play the corners, trying to race as perfectly as he can to be able to catch up to the two of them in their own fight. And all it takes, we've seen it. We've seen Porsche. One mistake led to Hebron catching up to the three of them, or to the two of them, and now they are back in the fight.
That is right. That is true. It is up to this. It's up to them to hold that down and make sure that they can get it. So really, Hebron now making a move to get back into this. Got his head just kind of tucked in and trying to get that out. Now letting a second between them. You see on the gap meter there now 1 lap, 3 lap, and 6 lap between the two. Ridgepoint does make the move to dive in his pit stop. So that is now the two cars in the podium outside of a lap. They are now inside of a lap, now looking to be as aggressive as they can to get some time down. They also have to make one pit stop as well. So it is still not lights out. The day is not done. It's still racing underway. So now Science Academy is going to have to try and get some kind of confirmation from Hebron to get some teamwork in, maybe get some draft off each other and trying to push each other. But right now, it's still aggressive. Elbows are out. BMW is through on the Porsche. BMW trying to make a comeback for that second spot. Porsche is flashing the lights down at him, trying to say, hey, let's work together, but BMW is not having it. He's saying, I want that second place. I don't care about you. I'm going to get as far as I can. But Porsche acknowledging this, now making the outside around the outside here at the kink. BMW going to hold it through, trying to be as aggressive as he can. Porsche trying to work with him, trying to be on his mirrors here. And it's all up to this in the next 15 minutes whether they can chase down Ridgepoint or if this is all Ridgepoint's game and
Yes, and we know Science Academy has already made a pit stop in this race, so he's kind of smooth sailing for right now. Hebron, not so much, has to take it, gonna want to build some lead, has to take their pit stop, but we'll see Ridgepoint trying to hold the distance after theirs.
We can definitely take a look back at Ridgepoint in the first place here, chasing back down the Lubbock Mustang here on the front straight, so it is not too far from Hebron and Science Academy, so they really need to just tuck in and get some lap times down in the next 14.5 minutes if they want to chase down this lead here. Almost impossible, nigh impossible. 52 seconds, the gap to the leader here, so it's really any man's game. BMW now through on the Lubbock Mustang, so now he's just going to try and chase back down, try and get back into that little contention here, try and disrupt any communication between Hebron and Science Academy. So right now, Ridgepoint's got it. Right now
was able to make the distance, like we said earlier, enough to have a comfortable lead while making his scheduled stop. And we still see the two fighting for second and third. But like you said, right now Ridgepoint's looking good, feeling good, having their distance, comfortable lead, 52 seconds. Doing great right now. Just has to hold it. If anything happens, though, second and third will be hot on Dylan's tail.
They are really hot on the tail. 54 seconds now. The lead, it looks like 51 seconds. My mistake, I believe. These two are still fighting, so if they want to chase down on Ridgepoint, they're going to have to get it down. Ridgepoint does take the fastest lap here. 13.5 minutes left in this race. So it's all down to these next closing minutes, whether these two can head down and get some laps and try and catch you, or if they're just going to sit here and battle it out for second. It's all up to this. Porsche does make the move on the inside. BMW does hold the outside all the way out on the curb, trying to get a better exit. Does take the inside for the king. Porsche is going to try and make a little bit of a switcheroo here coming up into the next couple of corners. We've seen it again. Porsche going to always look for that outside. He's done it once, he's done it twice, he's going to do it again. BMW does hold it, try to be as defensive as he can, but Porsche now on the inside for the last corner here. BMW does have to make his stop. Porsche is through. Marco going to look for a little bit of a outside switcheroo maneuver, trying to look for does not get it through. It's all up to Porsche to defend this next corner, swerving out, trying to get out, trying to get that BMW out of the draft, but it does not work. BMW does get right alongside, looking for an inside move here. It does happen. BMW does get through. Porsche looking for a switchback here, coming out of the right-hander here for the first corner. Does he get it? He does not. BMW does hold on to it. Porsche, BMW side by side. Porsche back down, right on the bumper. BMW trying to hold on to that second place. The fighting is still commencing. Meanwhile, Ridgepoint still trying to chase him down, trying to get that lap down, trying to get the lap back on him. Now, I believe that it's less than 50 seconds the gap to the two. So there's all up to this. 55 seconds the gap to the two. 56 now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm telling you wrong. But right now, as it stands, these two fighting is not all that great. They're both trying to break that draft off each other on the straights, being as aggressive as they can. Maybe the Porsche now starting to back down. You see them in the background. Ridgepoint BMW, that purple machine, start chasing him down, trying to get that time back. But right now, that is the BMW of Hebron diving back down into the pit lane, getting his scheduled stop. He's going to go a lap down. Porsche runs wide out of the corner, not expecting it. Half expecting probably to have to outbrake the BMW from Hebron. It doesn't happen. Goes off to the track, and now he's off by himself. Now he's going to have all the chance he can to try and break it down, trying to run it down on that Ridgepoint car. He's got a track all ahead of him. BMW from Ridgepoint not too far behind him, trying to get that lap down. There he is, just now entering corner here.
We're about to be officially in the last 10 minutes of the race. We see Science Academy trying to hold the lead, knowing Marco will be trying to trail back in for these last 10 minutes. It's the last game. Got to fight with everything on the line for that second place, possibly. It's looking like Ridgepoint has it all for right now as they come up, hawking down Science Academy. The last thing you want in your last race is to be lapped. So Science Academy Axel playing it really well right now, hitting the corners, trying not to mess up any more than they already have. Just you see the menacing purple car roll up on the Porsche, trying to look for this lap, trying to look for this finish. Just wanted to hold it down. Hebron, all they can do right now, Marco, is finish their pit and try to catch back up and again enter the fight for second.
Speaking of Marco, just now exiting the pits here, now a lap down to his competitor here that he was just battling. Now he's got Ridgepoint on his mirror. So it's up to Marco to maybe try to fend off the Ridgepoint and let Science Academy chase him down, try and block him off, try and get a gap. I don't think so. I think Hebron's just going to let him go. That is Kean running off the track. Not sure if he's just letting Ridgepoint by. BMW getting really aggressive. Does he let him by? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's a battle. It's going to ensue here between the two BMWs. Hebron's going to try and hold off Ridgepoint, try and let Science Academy run as far as he can. He's going to block him. That he does, holding the outside, but Ridgepoint does sneak his way just on through, just barely. Marco runs wide, runs onto the sand trap there. Does not block him for long, but does give him just all the time he hopefully does need. Science Academy now going to run as far as he can. Saw that block going from Hebron and Ridgepoint. Now he's going to take as much time as he can to try and run it down, try and get that gap. 50-something seconds now. Cut down. That Science Academy now running into the pits. Not sure why, what's going on there. Don't know if this is his scheduled stop, but he made one stop previous, so this is his second stop of the race.
It's
and
looking
Marco
like
also dives into the pits.
Oh, we have second and third in the pits right now together. Odd, I guess if I'm Hebron, I'm trying to take advantage of that pit stop that he's making.
Maybe, but Marco is now a lap lower than Science Academy, so ideally he should have ran right past him and try and chase him down. But right now, Science Academy holding second, Marco in third, with Ridgepoint now holding Burnley back into his lead. He's been running it all race. This is just about like practice laps for the Ridgepoint car. He won on Monday. He might do it again here unless something catastrophic goes on for that Ridgepoint High School BMW, that purple running machine, the Wildcat, running amok, running wild on this track. I believe I think I may have told you wrong, but Summit Point is in West Virginia. So this is the Mustangs' home. I'm sorry, this is not the McLaren's home. This is the Mustangs' home. And right now, the BMW is running rampant.
Yeah.
It is not an easy feat to see this happen, to see it run this much of a gap between the two. I believe this was an unscheduled stop for the BMW and Porsche. Now just running side by side, I guess kind of running a little bit of celebratory laps. This is Marco's last official regular season race because he is a senior. He does graduate this May. He's going to go to another university. He's going to graduate and go somewhere. If I had the info to tell you exactly what university he's going to attend, I do not at the moment. But right now, he is our resident 2025 champion, but it looks like no longer will he be the regular season champion. He will have to forfeit that title to Dylan on Monday, and we'll see just what happens. And then at the end of this race, we saw some big winners here all season long throughout this race and throughout the season here at TexSEF iRacing League. But speaking of TexSEF iRacing, this isn't the only esport, you know.
It's not.
Texas Scholastic Esports Federation is home to many different esport leagues. Zay, what do you know about them?
Shoot, I know, like you said, they host so many games. They host from fighting games to shooters to iRacing. As you've seen, a couple of fighting games being Street Fighter, Smash, if you count that as much of a fighting game, which most do. Then the hero shooters, we have Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. This year is new. Actually, Marvel Rivals will be at TexSEF Undisputed this year. Very excited to see as they work out the kinks, see what the teams, they've been working hard this year. As I've seen a little bit, went back to my hometown. They're working hard. Seen them play against other high school Scholastic teams. Everyone is working their hardest with this new game, trying to work out the kinks, like I said, and trying to hold it down with the Apex. With I'm not sure if we're doing Valorant this year.
Yes, we are doing Valorant this year.
Are we? Oh, well then we have Apex, Valorant. Overwatch is seeing a little bit of a decline with Marvel Rivals being a new listed game, but still holding strong as much as it can. But we're very excited to see how TexSEF happens again in end of April, early May. Wes, you'll be there, right?
Yes, I will be at TexSEF
Yes, you will.
for the iRacing event to help run that, as well as a few others of the Texas A&M Texas Canada team. Hopefully we will see you there. I'm not sure if you are going or not. If you do, then I'll see you there. If not, then I'll see you when I get back.
Of course, of course.
But TexSEF does host many different fighting games and many other different games. You saw, you mentioned it. It was Street Fighter. There's Tekken, Smash Bros. There's also a couple other games that I'm forgetting that are blanking on my mind. But there's Apex, Valorant, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals is brand new. I believe there's one other game, but there's also there's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah. I'll tell you all a secret. If you wanna, in between matches, in between races, if you wanna see something entertaining, definitely go watch Mario Kart. They are always having a good time, always hyped up, and I will say that from personal experience, Mario Kart's never a bore to watch. Always somebody who just put those hours in and will make it look just as good as iRacing if they really wanted to.
I think so. I think the racing is always very close for the Mario Kart racing. One thing that is a huge difference between the two, between iRacing and Mario Kart, is you got item boxes.
Yep.
You got bananas, there's shells, there's all kinds of different things. There's bob-ombs, there's like those boxes, all kinds of different stuff that you can use in Mario Kart that you can't use in iRacing. So it's definitely a really big, really cool watch. You can check them out at TexSEF1 or TexSEF1 on YouTube and TexSEF1 on Twitch. If you want to check us out on the website, you can check it out at www.texsef.org. Again, that is www.texsef.org. You can find out more information there. If there's not a video game you see that is being played in TexSEF for esports, let us know. We can add it. We'll get a league going. We'll get you everything going. It is run by teachers for students. It is a teacher-run organization. It is a Texas nonprofit. So it's always big news, great things to see out of them. It started back in 2020, so 6 years strong currently,
Yep.
and 6 years strong indeed is the leading esports organization in the state of Texas. It's the largest for Scholastic and the largest in general. Is something really cool to see. There's always big events, different qualifiers for the different regions of Texas. Like earlier this month, I went out to Amarillo for the Region 16 qualifier
Yeah.
for the Red River Invitational. We saw Overwatch, we saw Marvel Rivals, we saw Smash Bros. And Mario Kart qualifying there for the Region 16. That is the BMW running off into the track there. Big move there. Now sitting in the pit's going to have to get his toe in. Now 2.5 minutes left in this race. And now it's all up to the Porsche to bring it home, and it's up to Ridgepoint to take home the win.
Yep.
But yes, TexSEF is host to many different esports and many different leagues. It is an amazing organization. I've had the pleasure of being a part of it for going on 3.5 years now, and I love it. Zay, you were in the Overwatch portion of it, I believe, back in the day, and so was our buddy Angel. Angel was part of the Valorant section in TexSEF, so that was really cool to see. Zay, I know you love being a part of TexSEF, so I'm glad you can take time out of your day and come be a part of TexSEF again as a broadcaster here for the TexSEF iRacing League. I'm very glad to have you, and I know Rick definitely appreciates you coming out, spending your time with us. Do you have fun here?
Of course, always a blast. We'll say TexSEF been an honor to be a part of, and I definitely look forward for my next years. Though I am a freshman in college right now, but I started out as a high school student who was just looking for a club, looking for something to do. So if you're interested in esports, definitely TexSEF has a place for you, whether it be in competing or where I am now. Um, in the caster side, very fun to be part of the producing side of TexSEF. See a little bit behind the scenes. There's always a place for you if you enjoy esports. Even if you don't want to play competitively, you don't want to race competitively, as we see these racers, they will always have an open spot for you. You just gotta find the people to talk to, and TexSEF Undisputed in Waco is definitely the place to be.
And it's definitely the place to be, and there are more sides than one. Like you said, there's more than just playing. You can sit behind the scenes like what we're doing here behind the camera, talking into a microphone behind a screen and telling you what's going down, giving you run by runs, what the game's going on. But you can also you can do more. You can be coach. You can be an advisor. You can work with TexSEF in many different ways, many different positions. We're home to many different things. We're not just players and coaches. There's so many different parts of TexSEF that you can enjoy. Like you said, Zay, you don't just have to play. You can sit here and you can do so much a part of TexSEF, even indirectly. If you have a child that's in high school in the state of Texas, reach out to them if they like playing video games. Heck, we even have Madden and 2K. So football and
That's true.
basketball games,
Yep.
I know which are very popular games in the esports industry right now. So if you have a child in high school or even middle school that is interested in esports in any way, shape, or fashion, get them interested. Let them know about their school's esports program. Get them in. Let them know. Help out. Get them in. We're happy to have them. We're always happy to have more students, more racers.
Of course.
But speaking of, the BMW is going to round the last corner here for the victory. Going to take the checkered flag here and take home a win. I don't know if he's going to take home the series win or not. We'll just have to check.
Regardless,
the
definitely
series.
a very strong race for Ridgepoint Dylan as he flies past the finish line and into the air. Definitely taking his victory. Yeah, definitely doing
Well, we're going to be
his
right back with you
celebratory flight.
as we try and grab the top three finishers here, and maybe if we can grab hold of the series winner as well. We'll be right back. We've been your hosts. Don't go anywhere. I'm live once again. We have not only the third place finisher, but we also have the Friday Series winner. We have Matt from Lubbock. Matt, you got a copy?
Hey, sir.
All right, Matt. So you won the Friday Series and you finished third. So congrats on that one. How do you feel after this race?
Feel pretty happy. Yeah.
Feel pretty happy. It was a nice long race. We saw a lot of different battles, even with you in there as well. You battled. You started in second. You came down a little bit, had a kind of a deficit there between Axel and Marco, but you came back and you stole it away from Marco and you took home third. So congrats. You're also the only driver to continuously use the same car besides Kian. You were both the only drivers in the GT3s to not change cars. You've been using the Mustang the entire way through. Marco changed. We also saw Eden change. We also saw uh, Mr. Dillon change as well. So you and Can are the only ones not to change cars. Is it just because you were the most comfortable in the Mustang, or why is that?
I just really like the Mustang. It sounds really cool, so I guess that's a big part of it. But it's also just really fun to drive.
It is a lot of fun to drive. I got the pleasure to test it out a while back, so they're very fun cars. But Matt, I got one more question for you. Now that you won the Friday series and you're going to TexSEF Undisputed, are you excited for TexSEF Undisputed?
Yeah, I really am. It's gonna be like my first really really long school trip, so it's gonna be really fun. And I mean, all glory to God. I really liked the season. It was really fun, so definitely excited for that.
Absolutely. So Matt, the final question I've been waiting to ask you. Uh, Besides seeing you at TexSEF Undisputed, is there anybody you want to thank? Anybody you want to shout out for not only taking home the series win, but also taking home third place?
I mean, obviously, I'd like to shout out my Lord Jesus Christ for helping me through all of this, of course. And my mom, because I accidentally used her name when I signed up, so that's kind of funny, I guess. And definitely my dad as well. Keon and Sai as well. They've been great teammates this season, and all my competition as well. Especially Dylan and Axel and Marco. They've all been really really nice and approachable and stuff. And I had a great season because of everybody.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, we'll see you at TexSEF Undisputed, and you have a lot of fun enjoying this series win and the third place.
Thanks, sir.
All right, that was the third place finisher from Lubbock and the Friday Series winner, Mr. Matthew from Lubbock. So we'll be right back as we try and get a hold of the second place finisher, where I'll hand it off to Zay to interview him, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we are back with interviewing second place, third overall. Hello, Axel. Say hello to the stream. Hello. I'm going to ask you a couple of quick questions now that the race is over. Very long race. We've seen you third and first, all racing very well. A couple of tough battles. Um, just want to ask you, how do you feel after today's race? Getting second today.
Pretty good, pretty good. It was a really fun battle with Marco, especially really worn out my tires and made it way more fun.
Yeah, Yeah, it definitely was a tough battle, you and Marco. Very interesting to see. Came in today expecting everyone to race at their best, knowing that it's the last of the season. You got third overall in the Friday series. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. Like honestly, coming into the race, I had nothing. I knew I couldn't get first, so it was just like just try to give it my all.
Definitely understandable. Um, Glad you're happy with your performance and that you gave it your best. Definitely what we look for. Um, but you made it to TexSEF undisputed. Is there anything you're looking forward to there? What's your plan there, and what do you hope to gain from it?
To get up to gain like some recognition, and I mean just have fun, you know.
Definitely, definitely. That is what it's all about. One more question. Anybody would like to shout out for your wonderfully held strong place today, strong second place today, and as you go to state.
I'd like to shout out Marco, one of the other contestants, for always like pushing me on, you know, giving me a challenge.
Hmm. Definitely respectable shout out to Marco and third place overall. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You have a good one.
You too, man.
That was the second place finisher, Zay. We'll be right back with you as we try and get a hold of the first place finisher, Mr. Dylan from Ridgepoint High School, and we'll be right back. We're back. I have the first place finisher here from Ridgepoint, Mr. Dylan. Dylan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
So, Dylan, you won the race today. You won the Monday series. Uh, I'm sorry to tell you, but you did not win the Friday series. You finished fifth overall in the Friday series, so the win did go to Matthew for the Friday series. But hey, you won the race today, and not only that, but you won the Monday series. So you're going to TexSEF undisputed, not missing anything. So you're walking in with a whole lot of expectations. What are you holding out, and how do you feel today?
I'm feeling great. Another win. And I knew I was not gonna finish first overall on Friday because I missed some races due to personal stuff. But I mean, taking a win still a win, right? But I already have the Monday championship and this win, so winning is not a new name for me.
Winning is definitely not a new thing for you. You've taken home quite a number of wins this season across the Monday and Friday series. So we've seen you come back and do a lot of big things. And this is your kind of first year with us. So this will be your first TexF Undisputed with us here in the iRacing League. So we can't wait to see what you do there. But Dylan, I got one big question to ask you. You ready for it?
Yes.
Is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank? And how do you think you're going to do at TexF Undisputed?
Well, I first of all, I want to shout out everybody in the league. I had a lot of fun. This was my first school league and my last, unfortunately. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of wins. I had a lot of second places. Shout out to Axel, shout out to Marco. They were very strong contenders, and I had a lot of fun fighting them. But I do have something to tell them. Maybe stop trying to brake check me. But all right, I know it's racing, but I had like a lot of taps in this race. But yeah, I had fun. And for the undisputed part, um, I, I honestly I just go to win. I just hope I win, and that's why I'm going, right? I'm not going
Absolutely.
home with anything. I want to try to get the trophy so I can go home happy and get
Absolutely.
the rookie of the year because it's my first year, right?
Yeah, I know you're definitely rooting for that Rookie of the Year as well. But hey, even though it is your last season with us in the driver's seat, first and last, doesn't mean you're done with TexSEF. You can be a part of this outside of the driver's seat. So we'll let you know after the fact of what's going on with that. Maybe if we can get you the opportunity to come work with us here in the booth and maybe more on the admin side. But we're going to let you go home and we're going to let you enjoy that win for the Monday series and the win today. And we'll see you at TexSEF Undisputed.
Yes. Bye bye.
All right, that was the winner of today's race and fifth overall in the season. Zay, it's been a great race.
It
You
was
know, it's been a
definitely great
lot of
being
big
here.
racing here to go on. And for your second time back with us, how do you feel it went?
Went great, man. Definitely was a little nervous when you asked me, knowing that I didn't know too much about iRacing outside of the idea that there are cars on a track. But definitely had a lot of fun. Did a great job explaining, knowing what's going on. Definitely helpful to have you with me. Could not do it without you. Great commentary, Wes. Love you, and definitely had a great race today. Very interesting and very fun to watch.
A great race indeed, and I don't think I could have done it without you. I probably would have been stumbling over myself probably 10 times over the fact and probably lost myself in a couple of those situations had you not been here. So thank you for being here, Zay. I'm very glad that you were able to come in and be a broadcaster with us and take another dive back into TexSEF. As for you all watching at home, this may be the last regular season race for the spring, but it is not the last race. We do have big news. I do wish to spring upon y'all being in the spring. TexSEF iRacing will be doing a collaboration race with iRacing, with Indiana High School Esports, or Indiana High School Esports Network. So that's some really big news to try and drop here. So any of you watching at home, we will be back April 10th. If not later than that, for a big collaboration race between Texas and Indiana Scholastic High School Esports organization. So look out for that. We'll be live here on TexSEF1 on Twitch as well as TexSEF on YouTube. So make sure to check that out. Check us there. But as for today, that is the last bit of regular season race. So besides the collaboration race, next time you'll see us racing is TexSEF Undisputed later in April 29th through May 1st. So make sure to check that out. See all the different esports going on, and we'll see you next time. I've been a pleasure to be your host this season, and I know Zay's absolutely had a pleasure and a blast to sit here in my co-commentator
Been great.
alongside
Been
me.
great.
But we've been your hosts. Thank you and goodbye.